setting.
What's up? Hello, fellow human beings planet Earth. How are we all doing on this glorious video gaming day? What's up, Internet? The first? Hello. Who's excited to start our brand new Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous campaign, guys? We're gonna do the Aeon Path this time. Guys, we're doing the Aeon Path on stream. Yeah, I'm committed to it. Who's ready for another 300 hours? Yes, it's gonna be so exciting. I am going to be using every cheat in the toy box, though, to be clear. That's so cool. Yeah, but I'm going to be using every cheat in the toy box. I'm also going to be auto-completing quests in the toy box. We're basically going to do a... I'm fine with it. We're basically going to do a toy box assisted run. Speed run. Fine. For people that were not present last time, we did actually finish the game. We got an ending, and I think the goal for today is, I just want to see, like, we can get a few endings. I just want to see what the different endings look like, because, you know, might as well while we're here. No. Yes, Brian Tester. Oh. There we go, Brian Reader. Error from API. Status code 401 error, unauthorized message. No API key was found. That doesn't help me. Okay, let's put it in here, I guess. I see no volume control here, so that's not good. 1 second, that's gonna bring my... Yeah, this might be loud for a second, guys. Cover your ears. Why do so much they just not have volume controls? Why is this taking so long? I'm waiting. It's step 34 out of 43. I don't know why this particular website is having so much trouble. This is going to be extremely loud for no reason, probably.
Endaline Logan. Endaline help. Endaline Logan.
No, absolutely not. Okay, what about this website? No API key was found. Okay, we're just fucked, I guess. Is it because test? No. All right. Well, listen. We'll have to do the spam some other day when technology functions. Thank you so much, Tom, for your script for 70 Malterinos, Mospiriado, Mikado, Minado, and Potato. Welcome back to back into all of incredible emoticons. As I was saying, we finished the game, but I think we're gonna. I think we are going to get some different endings because we're right here, so we might as well at least go for a couple of them. I don't know what the exact binding options are, but we can do. Is there an achievement for just you ascending? Like if you do the secret ending, but I just pick myself, or well, probably not. That probably still just ascension, but maybe my dudes get something special for that. Well, it's a dragon ending, I think, and then we can see what else is interesting. I guess you guys said there's like generic endings too, of course. Logan doing the traditional, not caring about my attention at all until I start streaming.
This is where it happened.
A
No one asked her,
researcher must
no one
be
asked.
particularly resilient in the face of mistake. You're so adept at magic. Yes, you. How strange. When I watched.
strange.
If a hypothesis, it will the tearing, and it's finally timed. What up? Death is not I.
It's interesting how IRL was harder to fight than the two Demon Lords.
The sun will dawn you.
Nice, get this belt, bitch. Stay mad. Okay, she's now permanently on fire. For the rest of her entire existence. It happens. Yo, what's up, Lacris? Just because I think it might be funny, let's do one of these again. Well, actually, is there anything else to dispel on her that's valuable? Probably not, right? We can still dispel. To start playing this, about to assault the Grey Garrison. Well, okay, listen. I have to warn you, this is a little bit spoilery. This is the end of the game, so... But hey, that's awesome. Hope you're having fun with it. I feel compelled to warn you, but I hope you're having a good time with it. Good. It's okay, I see nothing. Good. Did she really fail 2 dispels in a row?
I will resist.
Alright, keep dispelling, I guess. Quickened. Okay, now she's like fully dispelled, I think.
Please help me.
Alright, Relu. GG. Sayonara. It was good knowing you. Let's enable these. Let's hit that button. Let's hit this button. Oh, I should have cast 1,000 Bites. Why am I missing because of concealment? Don't I have True Sight? Did she dispel True Sight? Did I lose True Sight? No, it's right there. Weird. Wait, the broken trickster max can give you resistance to multiple effects? Oh, shit. That's even more powerful than I thought it was.
Retreat is not an option.
That's crazy, actually. Okay, let's try weirding her now, because it would be fun if it works. It worked. But she's immune to being stunned and she's 1604 to save. That's fair. We're just going and send her to a kid there now. He has the medium armor and shield proficiency, but I can't give him anything because he has 7 strength. I didn't even think about that. I mean, you can always get him if you. It's probably a bit early in the game, but I mean, you can always get him like a belt with some strength on it or something, I guess. There's more like caster buffer doesn't get much value from this kind of items.
Prepare yourself.
I think I just went channel on my Darren, right? I think he's just a channeler. He's just a big boy channeler, but not very helpful apparently. she casting it on me or something? She overcame my spell resistance with a polar ray, but she just did no damage. Does that mean immune? What? Why am I immune to cold? Is this like being a dragon or something? I don't even know. Why do I have cold immunity? Immunity is negative cold fire ice. Oh, okay. Is this Mythic Dragon Perfect Soul? Oh, it is. Ow. Wait, this is broken as hell. What, guys, this is so broken.
Kneel before me.
You're not a threat, you're a popsicle.
I fear I've been wounded.
Isn't she about to, Hey, change that area.
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most...
Ah, see?
I've been waiting for you to get distracted, so I can stab you in the back.
Rein in your hubris and listen to me. We could be allies instead of enemies.
No, we couldn't. Your draconic grandeur may be impressive, but you have how very perceptive. But you're right.
For people that aren't aware, we already went through the dialogue, so I'm not skipping stuff.
You are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power. Is there any higher praise?
It's weird that the swarm is
You won't
there.
hear me pleading. Let us finish this experiment.
Because you would assume that you would have an option for each of the mythic paths there, right? But listen to me, Arella Warlesh, you who they call the betrayer of humanity. You have lost when you stand upon the brink, but in truth, you lost long ago when you started a battle where there can be no victors. Abandon your insane goal and accept my help. Together we can heal both the wound in your soul and the evil you have wrought upon this world.
More talk of reconciliation and change. And you expect me to listen? To just live, helping a mighty dragon whose soul retains the vestiges of my child's soul?
Are you certain about that? Oh, everyone will be so sad
Don't know,
if you
Angel
don't
Path choice, for example,
sacrifice
sure.
yourself to close the
Throw it
wound.
at me.
Most importantly, I will be sad, since I've put so much effort into closing it, and I don't like feeling sad.
Let me kill Nocticular, please.
Aurilu as a sacrifice will suit me just as well. Feel free to choose who dies now.
Stop, Lady in Shadow. I know you are willing to stab the commander in the back and sacrifice him to the wound if necessary. I do not intend to let that happen. I will not, however, protect Aurilu Vorlesh.
I'll defend Aurelia if I have to, and I won't change my decision. The world wound stays, and I'll be its guardian. This may ruin me, but I won't yield. Let's see what change I can bring to this world by following my own path.
Such a simple, elegant plan to seal the wound, one which would have satisfied everyone, has turned into utter nonsense. I'm disappointed in you, Knight Commander.
Stay mad.
Commander, I cannot understand your decision, and yet it is yours. Perhaps there are some aspects of dragon wisdom that I cannot fathom. Well then, I bid you farewell. May you keep your eternal vigil with honor.
What a bitch. This game made me hate Iomade.
Opposing a goddess and a demon for my sake. You are more deranged than I thought. Perhaps you're right. I lost hope long ago. I've just been hiding it from myself. I just needed to let go, to give way to grief and find a new purpose. I don't know what you're expecting of me, but I'm ready to become your ally in eternity.
Do, 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 do. Slash me roars at World Wound. Life and death, destiny and great deeds, answers to mysteries, the search for one's true path. The mind can comprehend all of these, and then such concepts can be written down. A sequence of formulas, a series of lines, a chain of thought. Still, a moment always comes when it's time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. Or should it be an ellipsis instead, an empty space where the description of the end result should be? After all, a century of crusades changed nothing. The gaping world would remain on the face of Galarian. Changed nothing. Okay. Just show her and be like, one more thing, let's fucking murder the Scar in his domain. Oh, okay. That's awesome. You're like, I'm gonna let this motherfucker get away with this. And yet something changed? Oh, okay, so nothing changed, but something changed, gotcha. It was as if it had lost some of its power. Demons would occasionally emerge from the rifts, but every time they were greeted by groups of dragons that, after one warning, would rain down fire and magic upon them. Strangely enough, some of the demons would come to Galarian unarmed, claiming they wanted to learn how to live alongside mortals. Mr. said, I'm away, she knew that they had renovated him. The lands of former Soccer's being a place of refuge for many dragons. This is all the same. Quite a few Mandavians want to say Darren Arndare inherit the throne. We didn't say that last time because he was obviously ascended. The commander celebrated his victory over Archegall. Little did he know that some demon lords go as far as forfeiting their own life to achieve their ends. The mask of the inscrutable Archegall remained in the possession of the commander of the Fifth Crusade until the very end. He refused to or could not find the strength to discard that sinister item. Shortly after Battle of Threshold, he began disappearing for days at a time, then suddenly returning unable to recall what had happened to him. What? The world will remain open, and therefore the war of Galarian was not over. The demon lord scars over the feet. He bided his time, continuing to plot revenge on Galarian, and after that, of heaven itself, the cultists that remained on Galarian went mad one after another. Tortured by nightmares, dreams still sent them. Archegall ending. The throwaway mask to get proper one. I didn't even get the dragon ending. Once in Asila heard a call of the open road. Even after gaining mythic powers and coming face to face with a goddess and demon lord, she never stopped being a paladin and wandering knight whose purpose was to help others. Staying true to friends was in Asila's blood, and it is said that even while journeying through the farthest reach of Galarian, she tried her best to keep in touch with the commander. Their rare meetings were always filled with joy. Having properly fulfilled his duty to the mongrels and to his surprise avoided death, Lam was suddenly faced with a choice what to do with his life now that it wasn't going to end anytime soon. His hesitation did not last long, and just a few months later he went on a sea voyage to see the world he had saved. Fairytales and drinking songs sometimes mention Lan and the commander going on the sea adventures together, but whether that was fiction or not, no one can say. But the first place Lan visited, however, was Nerosian. He visited his mother and stayed with her until the road called him once again. Oh, true. Ember joined the Redeemed Brotherhood. She never recognized herself as their leader and gave any orders, but her very presence inspired the former miscreants to perform great deeds. Over time, the Brotherhood grew into a major religious movement. Its preachers took a vow of poverty and walked the roads of Golarion, helping the needy, convincing villains to change their ways, and then treating both good and evil deities alike to be more merciful to mortal kind. Soon after the war, the tireless researcher of all things researchable embarked on a new journey. She had a sudden urge to know how much time it would take to visit every nation on Golarion. She returned after a year and a half with a pile of notes, which she promptly handed over to her assistant. After all, someone had to help her compile the entries for the first volume of the Encyclopedia Golaronica. It only made sense for her assistant to help, given that one of the entries was dedicated to him, the commander of the Crusade who had made Golarion history. After defeating the demons that had laid waste to his country, Ulbrich concentrated his efforts on Gudrun, its only remnant. He helped Ysena and Sigvorn to rebuild the town and raised the young goddess Serena from a cub to a wise and powerful wolf. The city grew quickly, honoring ancient traditions but eager to spread beyond its walls, and soon became the center of the robust movement seeking to heal the tainted lands of the Worldwood and rebuild Sarkoris. Lan had first-hand experience of rebuilding one's life from rubble. He visited Ulbrich and Gudrun more than once, helping the townsfolk with words and deeds. There Narde embraced his new life, one that was free of the other. He became more mature, his smile grew colder, and his choice of the diversions more elaborate, and he acquired an impetuous streak. Inquisitor Loiter's blood seemed to have let darkness into Darren's soul, or had it always dwelt there. For the case in the darkness, he was free and happy as never before. This says one of Darren's disappearances stemmed not from another affair, but from his adventures with the commander. Oh man, turn to evil? He didn't even turn. I turned to evil. It wasn't even evil. It wasn't even an evil choice. The game didn't say evil. This unsurprised Woolgif's Jefta became a war hero. Esteem and fame were shortly followed by great wealth. The tiefling did not let his newfound fortune turn his head, but chose to invest the money in several profitable ventures and one charity for street urchins. Within a few years, his signature style came to include a top, a hat, a cane, and a bit of a belly. There's a lot of talk in the taverns of Absalom about the time. Soon after the end of the war, when Woolgif appeared in the city in the company of Count Darren Arne, it was unclear whether Darren treated the tiefling as a wayward younger brother or a courteous jester, but he took pleasure in showing him the world. The third person in the group was rumored to be the commander himself. After the victory, Social returned home. Now a famed crusader hero, he humbly officiated at the Temple of Shaolin, painted, grew sweet-smelling fruits, and made the best wine in the region. His former kindly smile returned less and less often. He avoided talking about the war, and when people asked about his brother's fate, he just curtly replied that Trevor had been killed by demons. During the war, Social met an engineer by the name of Aaron Keir. That meeting turned into friendship, which turned into love. And then it was time for the wedding. Later, the cleric would say that the only memory of his beloved had allowed him to cope with the terrors of the abyss and keep his sanity. The commander was among those invited to the wedding. I received an invitation to the wedding. Sheila was torn about whether or not she should attend. She felt her appearance at her friend's wedding would be a bad omen. In the end, she overcame her fears. It was well worth it. Her stories and army songs were the highlight of the festivities. Gay! Bethesda! The Fifth Crusade had concluded, but the former Paralect ritual was played by doubts. Oh, I didn't dispel all this. That was interesting. Had his every step had been truly faultless, he returned to Shellix and spent much time pensively wandering the cemetery where the members of his order were usually buried. It was there that his bleach-stricken body was eventually discovered. No! The war changed Greybor. He left the assassin's craft behind and embarked on a search for his family. It took years to win their love again, but he had never been one to back down from a fight, and so he won the battle as well. Greybor hung his axes above the fireplace and became an upstanding citizen. The transformation was difficult for him, and many a time he would reminisce about the days of his daring youth. Still, there was one joy in his life that the dwarf would not have traded for anything in the world: his daughter Mora. She grew up to be an exceptional warrior, and watching her train brought Greybor true happiness. Arshel had changed her nature completely, ridding herself of evil, but she would not dare to live among mortals. She took up residence in a small house away from their settlements. Shortly afterwards, rumor began to spread. Some said there was a kind of sorcerer living in the cottage, or perhaps a reclusive saint, and people would come to ask her for help. She never refused anyone, and in time she earned their trust and friendship. Another of the commander's companions, Sela the Paladin, visited her sister-in-arms on a number of occasions to share tales of her latest adventures. Their meetings were always joyful, and their conversations long and heartfelt. When the former demon was not busy helping mortals, she spent time with the commander, who often visited her at her house, They have nothing to hide or be ashamed of, and yet, in her shyness, Ara shall try to conceal the relationship from prying eyes. This is our Elysium, she would say. Yours and mine, and no one needs to know about us.
And what of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon, I joined the side of the person I had previously fought against. I saw the error of... I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Now you know everything.
How can I intervene here? I appeal to your mercy. The plains have suffered enough. Do not add to the evil wrought with yet another act of evil. Intervene by ripping off his shirt and beating up everything. The words ring out in the silence that they are heard, considering, and giving their due weight.
The laws of the universe have existed for millennia. They are incontrovertible. But even they allow the decider of fate some degree of influence over the verdict.
The laws of the universe existed for millennia. Oh, okay. So just millennia. The Blade of Mikla.
You wrought great evil. But your deeds stemmed from evil done to you. You have acknowledged your guilt and done a great deal of good. Even the one who suffered most from your endeavors now appeals to me on your behalf. I see that now your soul is clean.
I feel like this... It feels very like... I don't know, it feels very... simple? You know? This isn't how I would imagine Pharasma really working, but... rudimentary?
I shall send you to Nirvana, plane of peace and spirituality, which is what your soul needs now. So be it. Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate, you have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. Go, live out the rest of your life. I look forward to tales of your future deeds.
She seems way too just like kind of like a regular person, I feel like. She's giving way too regular person vibes. The end. Because I didn't get an achievement for that. Because I didn't get the dragon ending, I guess. Because I got the Archkegal ending. That's so lame though. The rules weren't no one ever warned me or said anything about having the mask in my inventory, right? Like then it was like, oh shit, I'm a master at knowledge. You can't have that mask in your inventory, right? That's what I just drop it. My other mask shouldn't count, right?
This is a researcher must be. You're so adept. Yes, you how strange.
What if the game still counts as being part of my inventory because it's like in this area?
What death
Yeah, my duplicating mask. My mask of duplication. Howdy, Mr. Bragg. What's up, Mad Pineapple? She still has a couple buffs, so what can you do? Oh shit, that's so bad. I still want to see what happens now. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that is fair.
Not an option.
Scintillating pattern is a broken spell, right? Or am
I will resist.
am I delusional? Because it just happens, right? Like, she didn't even get any save for it. As long as I broke her... As long as I break her spell resistance, it just happens.
Kneel before me.
Prepare yourself. Disappear.
I never
Aurelu.
I've been...
No, we couldn't. How very perceptive. You're right. Mort.
Are you
Aurelu.
Stop, Lady in Shadow.
Right.
I know you are willing to stab the commander in the back and sacrifice...
such a simple...
Commander,
Then task, posture white.
I don't...
If I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
Should I get an achievement for getting the dragon ending if it was done right? Oh, wait, there's no achievements for the endings besides... Why not? What the hell? That's weird. That feels like a little bit of an oversight. Did I accidentally skip the... Wait, did I... Oh no, I didn't skip it, I just didn't get it. I think, right? So what are other earnings I can get? I can...
And what of me? I have now...
I can sacrifice Aurelu, or I can sacrifice myself?
You wrought great evil, but your deeds stemmed from evil done to you. I shall send you to Elysium.
Lights were different. Wait, were they? The land one looked the exact same. Which Endaline? They did that before too. They mentioned stuff being done with me before too. Yeah, I think the only difference is that we didn't have the Archegirl one. I'm looking at my stream right now. The slides were different. I mean, I'm pretty sure they weren't, but... I'm looking at it right now. The Scylla one was the same. The land one was the same. The hell are you talking about? They became gods in secret ending. We already did the ending. That's... You missed us doing the ending one time. You're just missing context. We already did this ending once. But I had the Archegirl mask on me, so it gave me some sort of Archegirl thing, like the commander would disappear for days at a time, and no one knew where he went. Okay, let's I guess throw the mask out again. Why would they make it so just if you have the mask around, that happens? That's crazy, right? Okay, so I'm saying sacrifice or I'll lose sacrifice myself, I guess.
The researcher must be. You're so yeah. You're straight. Yes, I want. If it will the tearing of, and it's finally what art death I.
Thank you, Earl. That makes my job way easier. Arella is so nice, guys. $300 damage breath, that's crazy.
Retreat is not an option.
I will resist.
Ireland, no one cares, just to be clear. Why am I so bad at the spelling? Nice.
kneel before me.
Prepare yourself. Please, this condition is irrational.
I love them being pushed away, that's so good.
This one's mine. I refuse to surrender.
I can push through. I fear I've been wounded. Desna, guide my hand.
Everyone's down, meanwhile Kiryu
Surrender
is
or
just
else.
chilling out right now. Wait, what? Good job. Okay, so now if I just say
I never thought that I would be responsible.
die, witch.
My lady, save yourself! Please, save yourself!
I'm not going to
Oh.
flee for my life. You need me to seal the wound, don't you? You think you've won? No. We have both lost.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Okay. Did I make this harder than it needed to be, maybe?
Please help me. Make your peace.
I can probably win this. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile. Alright, let's just do a breath attack. Saved? She rolled a 16. Damn. They really turned this off? That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Fear I've been wounded.
Oh no, my one weakness. She's hitting me. What are these? Black tendrils?
Press the attack.
Someone, save me.
How is this fight potentially harder than fighting two, demon lords at the same time?
There was a flaw in our tactics.
Wait, the regular RL is taking damage from my fire breath. I think. How does this one keep saving? That's crazy, right? That ain't it? Oh, okay.
Retreat is not an option. Ha!
Oh no, I'm in pain. How does this one keep saving?
Kneel before me.
Ouch! Nice try. Didn't work though.
Oh. This was the thing she talked about in her I could reveal the start, where she just kills herself.
It'll make for a good story.
Whatever other Arctic Whirlwind material she wanted stumps on the floor, leaving you alone with the greatest work, the Whirlwind. Step into the Whirlwind. Accept my sacrifice. I'm walking away. The whole world seems to shrink until it is just you in the Whirlwind. In this moment it looks like a continuation of the wound that has reopened in your chest. It is your blood that boils in the violet flames of the rift. It is your pain that makes the walls shudder. It is your courage and will that prevent its rapid, ravenous expansion. It is your sacrifice that will end it once and for all. Oh! That fight was like harder than fighting two demon lords at the same time by an insane margin. That might be the hardest fight in the game, honestly. You have like 3 superpowered spellcasters, all giga buffed to the gills, just destroying you with hundreds of spells. Overall, of Rhaenyra was found to heal. The great deeds demanded a great sacrifice. The life of one of the Norse commander of the Fifth Crusade. His cause and his death shook the minds and souls not just Galarian and in the Abyss, but in other places as well, and even in the halls of the gods. The victor of the Whirlwind changed many things, not just on Galarian, but in the Midnight Isles as well. Particularly spent many days pondering the worth of a certain young and fearless prophet. Before long, the Lady in Shadow openly renounced her realm and named herself the Redeemer Queen. This revolt against her own demonic nature transformed Nauticla, severed her ties to the Abyss, and brought her to Elysium. Thereupon creating a realm named Midnight Palette, the Redeemer Queen attained divine power and became the patroness of exiles. The now vacant throne was instantly seized by Shamira, the Ardent Dream. However, her power could not compare to The might of the Lady in Shadow, the Midnight Isles, which had become a tempting prize for many demons, were plunged into chaos. Damn. Buffest shifted its attention to the realm of the other demon lords, a cell of Templars of the Arabian were soon discovered in the Ocean era. Those that remained in Galaran went mad one after another, tortured by nightmare dreams their lord sent it to them. The canon. Why do you only get that for this one though? You would think that like that would happen even if you when you like ascend, right? Okay, so these are just the same endings but without our adventures. How do you stop Rachel from bleaching? I guess you have to be lawful evil, probably. No one strange her beloved was alive came to replace personal interactions with living foes. She still helped those who came to her, but chance of finding her at home grew smaller. Do we really need a tragic ending for our love interest? That's crazy. Retard from most mythic paths. Okay, so it's like an Aeon thing? Or devil?
And what of me, the writer of the... I have recounted that now...
Great evil deserves a commensurate punishment.
The laws of the universe have existed for millennia. You wrought great evil. You killed countless souls and put existence itself under threat. Your soul is dark and incapable of atonement. Even the Abyss would be a reward for you rather than a punishment. There is no place in the universe for one such as you. So be it.
What? This is not. I don't think this is how Pharasma is supposed to work. I'm just gonna keep it as that. I don't think this is how Pharasma is supposed to work. I don't think she's supposed to like. I don't think the other gods would be okay with her just like taking a soul that's meant for their realm and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna send you where you deserve to be. I think this is a L take from Alcouch.
Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate. You have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. You have earned your peace.
I'll be remembered for billions of years. Damn, crazy. I feel like pretty L take when it comes to their depiction of gods in general. Fish can change world into portal to all dimension. From that point, he never bleaches. Oh, true, because they're connected to the first world. Okay, let's I don't want to walk away and it looks like, but let's do walk away and convince Arelu. I guess if I get to the part where Nauticula and Iomade are there, I can sacrifice Arelu.
This is where it happened. It will kill me eventually. You're so... Yes, I want... You have so strange. When I what? If a hypot the tearing, then it's finally time to end all this. What up death I...
Remember the 6th of November when Ember Say, do you remember?
The sun will die.
I will resist!
Retreat is not an option.
Was that it? That was it.
Surrender or else.
Do do do, scintillating pattern.
Prepare yourself.
Why is Olbrich so scuffed? Oh, he's got a lot of strength damage. That's not even that much. I guess it does make a difference.
Kneel before me. To the end.
Good job, Miss Vorlish.
Desna, guide my hand!
Rachel is that Bleach after finishing book on how to fight Abyss, I think. That's pretty good. About being lawful, yeah, that makes sense.
This one's mine! I refuse to surrender.
I never thought that I would be responsible.
I've been waiting for you to get distracted, so I can
No, we couldn't. Your dracon... How very You're right. You are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power. Is there any more talk?
Are you certain about that? Aurilu as...
Stop, Lady in
If you need
Shadow.
a sacrifice, then take
I know
take
you are
Aurilu. The cold dress Ariel's face, but she is not able to react in time. The strike by Lady in Shadow's precise and merciless. It senses Arctic whirlwind into the mold of her own creation.
As always, I had to do everything myself. See? Things are great. You're alive. The wound is healing. We all have wonderful lives ahead of us in the new world. Let us enjoy the moment. It's not every day one witnesses the end of a phenomenon that changed the lives of generations of mortals and demons.
Demons? Say you remember. Oh. A new destiny and a new journey awaited him. That's rather walk away ending now. I mean, pretty much everything else is the same, right? Which is, I mean, kind of understandable, but also a little bit disappointing. Does this card survive all non-initial endings? It does not survive the secret ending, at least. But I would assume probably all the other ones.
This is where a researcher must... You're so... Yes, you... How strange. When I watched you day and... If a high... It was the terror, and it's finally time to end all this. Asking me... Death is...
Okay, can I walk away normally? I don't remember if I can or not. Secret, yeah, big secret too. Don't tell anyone. I don't get why Irelia as a spellcaster would teleport into me. I feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense. Say do you Aurelu? Not sure what happened right there, but I mean, I guess that's life.
Retreat is not an option.
I'm not sure what just happened to my initiative tracker, but I'm sure it all makes sense. I'm sure the game isn't remotely bugged. Oh, that's a Rift of Ruin they all fell into. That makes sense.
I will resist.
I think there's a Rift of Ruin there at least.
Kneel before me.
Oh, now they're back in the initiative tracker. Say do you Aurelu?
This condition is irrational. Prepare yourself.
This one's mine. Press the attack!
That's Storm ending as well. Oh, because you become the Storm Lord. That makes sense.
Vision blurring. Legs are shaking.
I refuse to surrender.
Desna, guide my hand.
Retreat is not an option.
Okay, how do we walk away here? Do I have to?
I never thought that I would be responsible
I'm done
for
with
the creation
conversation.
of-
My lady, say.
Oh,
I'm not going to flee for my life. You
I won't let you kill my friend.
okay, so he does this again. How do you win here? Do you just have to kill all her copies and then you win, or?
The end.
Make your peace.
Immune and knocked me over? What the hell? So copies going to kill themselves. So this is like, this is just supposed to be like a really hard ending then, right? Because her copies are giga powerful.
I will resist.
I wish it's actually, I wish I had a better save on this. My dragon friend, go forth to victory. Level 29, that's pretty good. Oh, so dog.
Please, help me.
I don't get how... Oh, because I lost Perfect Mind for some reason? What the hell? Why do effects in this game keep turning off? Who at Alcat do I need to email about this stuff?
I fear I've been wounded.
What if he just turned the effects off randomly? Hey, I got an idea. What if he just made it so the effects just randomly turn off? Wouldn't that be hella funny, man? Bro, they would be so pissed, man. Alt P, send bug report. Yeah, let me send a bug report real quick. Your save per dude, this save is so scuffed, it's crazy. This save is so scuffed.
Prepare yourself.
I like stuff like this Holy Aura buff that I have, which is just stuck on me until I die. Ah, really? Really? I just had to survive one more round, really? Also, why didn't I even get a turn to try to res him? Oh, I guess everyone was down? Oh, so annoying. Okay, I guess note to self, don't all stand in one big group.
A researcher must be particularly resilient, and it's finally time to end all this. Yes, death is
That's such a tedious fight to do. I don't know how you would set this up so you win
Retreat is not an
against their
option.
clones. I feel like the best way to do that would be to do some like some area dispels. But area dispels are a little bit difficult to pull off without dispelling your friends. How did I fail a saving throw here? If you roll a 1, you auto-fail this? Does it always work like that? Have I just been getting that lucky? That's crazy. I thought auto-fail depended on like the difficulty, but I guess it doesn't.
I will resist.
Kneel before me.
Kneel before God. I am a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I should have breath attack there, although I didn't. Just being a little bit lazy, I guess.
Prepare yourself.
This one's mine.
One more time. One more time. Well, one, with one, let's see with 20, always have 5% for so okay. I thought based on playing the game that it was like based on I thought it had some sort of like alternate calculation for it. That's cool. Really? Really?
Desna, guide my hand.
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most powerful.
Oh, I've been waiting for you to get...
No, we couldn't. Your draconic grandeur may be impressive, but you have nothing that I want.
Oh, so because I didn't make all the dialogue choices before, I don't even have the option to proceed in this way. That's interesting.
My lady,
I'm not going to flee for my life.
Oh. That's interesting.
Make your peace.
I'm gonna just spread my guys out as much as possible. I am a god, how can you kill a god?
I will resist.
Alright, we have two Aurelis right here. We have selected one, we have scintillating pattern. Fortunately not in range of each other, but hey, what can you do?
Press the attack! Ha!
Suture is chillin' like a villain.
Prepare yourself.
I may be Regil, but I'm not Regil. Does this have more health than the regular Aurelia does too, or 1500? No. I guess Aurelia is just very healthy, huh? Wait, one of them just exploded for some reason. Why did that happen?
Desna, guide my hand.
Refuse to surrender.
Scintillating pattern.
Make your peace.
This condition is irrational.
Jesus Christ.
This one's mine! Press the attack.
Ouch!
What if I accidentally win this fight when I'm just trying to survive? Oh.
I will resist.
I am a god. How can you kill a god? Yo, what scintillating pattern do you? Yo, we can do it. This is it.
Prepare yourself.
This is our moment. Grandmaster's Rod into weird. GG. Close. Come on. It's all on you, Ember.
I dedicate my body to science.
If I survive this,
You are stronger than I could
I
have
just did it.
anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power.
I'm
Is
walking
there
away and
any
leaving everything
higher
as it
praise?
is.
How fortunate then that we have a replacement for you.
Ow. Wait, what happens if she's dead?
As always, I had to do
What the? Wait, God, I don't want to do this fight again, but now I'm curious. What happens if she's dead there? Okay, I got a solution to this. We'll just real-time it. I don't know why I've been doing this fight in turn-based this entire time. Just real-time it. We just real-time and win. What the hell happens if she's dead? Plus an hour so I'm just curious now. I don't like. Does like Tekla show up in like midnight both you or something?
This is where you're so adept at magic, and it's finally yes. Death is
Everyone go attack her. Just spam this.
This condition is irrational. I think I can push through this. Vision blurring, legs are shaking. I dedicate my body to science. I dedicate my body to science. I dedicate my body to science. I dedicate my body to science.
Okay.
I dedicate my body to science.
Okay.
I dedicate my
I
body to
just think I'll get the
science.
spell. Okay.
Please help me. I dedicate my body to science.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
I dedicate my body to science.
Body to science. What's up, Sergeant?
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of
Die, witch.
I'm not going to flee for my life.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Too forgetful to die, yeah, pretty much. What's happening? Why can't I kite? Oh god! Ow! Why am I stuck? Kiryu, no! Why is the game not letting me kite? Nenio, heal. Oh, dude, how do you guys play this game without turn-based? It's a skill-based game. That's not a, this is not a skill-based game. Please throw Nenio into the wound as well. I'm trying to throw no one into the wound. Okay, here's the upgrade we're doing, everyone. Everyone gets a mask of nothing. You get a mask, you get a mask, you get a mask, you get a mask. There you go, and everyone has insane saves. Okay, doing this fight in non-turn base was a mistake. Obviously.
This, a researcher must... You're so adept at magic. Yes, death I...
Hurt my friends.
I won't let you hurt my friends. Where did she go? Where's Zorella at? Oh. Turning down difficulty to practice give to fight now. What the hell? Cheating? I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not a cheater. That is sick that you would even suggest that. That actually makes me sick that you would do that. I would never cheat in my life. Oh. Jesus. What was that? Does anyone know what that was?
Retreat is not an option.
What was that? Guys, I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was. Whatever that was, Clara. My friend Clara was over the other day, and she was on my computer. Clip shamed and posted to LSF. Yeah, I'm sure in the middle of what's happening on LSF right now, they have time to. There's like Norwegian video game streamer caught cheating at Wrath of the Righteous.
Kneel before me.
Aurelu Warlesh, is that your real name? How about you, Aurelu this Warlesh?
I will resist.
Investigation on no Norwegian streamer cheating unless 100% playthrough.
Yes.
Now look here, Endaline says that he would have reached the day naturally, but let's delve a little bit deeper. What is the chance? What is the chance that he would have ended up there on the 16th? No, we're doing it right after this. What do you mean tomorrow? What the hell do you mean tomorrow? What the hell do you mean tomorrow?
Prepare yourself.
Did I enable my good damage? I didn't. Since I'm doing this fight over and over, an extra stream tomorrow. No, we're starting it in 15 minutes. Everyone loves Wrath of the Righteous streams. The biggest disaster has ever happened to my Twitch career is this game. Oh, Relu.
I never thought that I would be responsible.
I can't wait for my that's how we got a
Waiting
day
for you to get
61.
distracted,
I can't
so
wait
I
for
can stab you in the back. My lady.
I'm not going to flee for my...
for my next Pathfinder campaign, where I'm also gonna do a bunch of like enemy teleports and start monologuing. It's gonna be great. Okay, well, I'm not actually going to win this, so let's just do whatever we can to try to just hold these dudes.
Press the attack.
Oh, was that suture? Whoops. Well, what am I gonna do? We're just trying to survive, everyone. That's all we're doing. She's immune to icy, but I use this thing. She can't be immune to it. And magic immunity. She can't be immune to it because I used the immunity thing. Oh, yeah, does that not count? Paralysis not count as a magic immunity, I guess? That's sick. That is actually sickening. That actually makes me feel sick to my stomach. Good job, Olbrich. You're tanking, buddy. Because how many rounds do I actually have to survive this garbage? My name is Ember! Why isn't Aurel taking any damage?
Tradition is irrational.
Do I have to do damage to her friends to take damage herself? There we go. Good job tanking, Olbrich. That's what we pay you for. That's why we pay you the big bucks in particular. My name is Ember. Confusion.
Vision blurring, legs are shaking.
Yeah, I need you to cast heal on Kiryu, okay? But first just walk around him so you're not so exposed anymore, and just cast heal on him. Or don't. You know, whatever you want to do, honestly.
This condition is irrational.
Oh no, Aurel might passively die to Aurel might passively die to my dragon breath. Better listen to me. You're a legend of archery. Alright, now you heal Kiryu. Good job. That's why they call you Nenio. Okay, and then I breathe on Nenio like this. Okay, that didn't work. And I walk here and then I cast Secrets of Serenity. Better listen to me. Could I have way better saves on my casters right now, or are my saves pretty like on par? In the arms of an angel. She's immune to that hold. Run. Run, Kiryu. We're just waiting for our roller to explode, that's what we want. But all her people are passively taking damage, which is not good for me. Okay, one more hit. We just gotta survive one more hit. Oh god. They're chasing me. Alright, now we walk away.
If I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
I'm walking away, and if that means the wound stays open.
Are you certain about that? Oh, everyone will be so sad if you don't sacrifice yourself to close the wound. Most importantly, I will be sad, since I put so much effort into closing it, and I don't like feeling sad.
Stop, Lady in Shadow! I am warning you once again. You will not force the commander to step into the rift.
Wonderful! The goddess of goodness and justice sees to it that the gates of the abyss remain open. You're not in the least bit perturbed by this?
I grieve for every living soul that died, and will die at the hands of the demons that come from the wound. But as the goddess of justice, I won't allow you to stab the commander in the back. You and Arilu have ruined this mortal's fate, and maimed his very soul. No more. Let him decide for himself from now on.
I don't know either of anything, and I choose to leave. Farewell. I said farewell.
Farewell, Commander. You have made your choice, and you have the right to act as you see fit.
All the best to you both. And you. Enjoy living with the thought that the world that came into being today was born of your choice.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. What a wacky thing to do for Gold Dragon. Very, very canonical. Limited space for the description. After all the exposition, nothing. The gaping will remain on the face of Galarian. The Crusade was considered to be over at that point, but the Crusader restoring the abyss went on. Now daring souls continue to flock from all grounds, standing against the demons. I mean, pretty much the same except for one. Except for one little quote. Hey, what happened to my companions? Well, I didn't even get my companion goodbyes. The hell?
And what of me? I have now...
You wrought great.
Oh, I don't think I
shall
have to
send you
intervene
to
here
the
either.
abyss, plane of pain and
Oh.
fury, suffering and privation. That which you have done to others will now be done to you. So be it.
I don't think this is how Erasmus was to judge people. The end. Alright, DLC time. Okay. But game mostly ignores it. Yeah, I mean, the alternative endings there are not good. I would even say the dragon ending isn't even that good. The dragon ending was like nothing, essentially, right? Like, what is the dragon ending even? The dragon ending is I leave the wound open and then I just keep fighting? That's it? I would be pretty disappointed. Yeah, what's up, Dolius? Ah, I didn't mean to hit that button. Hei, Alfa, de flink jente. Alfa en flink jente. Skal du ha kalenderen din? Skal du ha kalenderen din, Alfa? So nobody use it for evil. Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little bit more dialogue, though, I guess. Skal du ha julekalenderen din, Alfa? Ja, fra god jul og godt nyttår. Her har du 7. Ah. Yeah, but only to become good. I should catch up on last stream's VOD, and I see you're as strong as Pharasma. That's dude. Alcat sometimes they do pretty good with the lore. Sometimes feel like they have no idea what's happening. Event? Sometimes feel like they're completely lost. Like Pharasma's literally the most ancient being in the entire universe. Your character is not strong. What was there a card on the board? Your character is not stronger than Pharasma. Not even on the same level. I'm actually stronger than Pharasma, let me fight her. No, you would lose. You're not, trust me. You gotta take my word on this one, okay? I don't know. That felt. I think how they handle the gods is pretty weird. Iomine being a little bit human makes sense because she like. Iomine became a god recently, so you can be like, okay, Iomine being a little bit human still kind of makes sense because you know, she hasn't had the. I don't know if you call it the privilege, but she hasn't been a god for a long time, right? What? So she can still retain some of her like mortality, but like Pharasma sitting on a throne somewhere and just being like, Aurelia Wallace, I see that you've done a lot of evil, but I think putting you in the abyss will just give you pleasure. So instead, I'll erase your soul. Like that feels very antithetical to Pharasma. I think it feels antithetical to how she has to function as a god. Logan, come. Because her entire thing is supposed to be that in order for all the other gods to be okay with her kind of deciding the fate of all souls, right? They have to believe in her impartiality. And she's not being impartial there, she's being very, very unimpartial. Happened? If Erasmus just arbitrarily deciding, like, oh, you know what, this soul, I don't really like this soul, I'm gonna send this soul nowhere. Like, they just wouldn't stand for that. It just makes no sense. And also, Pharasma just seems way too human. Like, what does she care about how evil Aurelu's been? If the gods are that human, then like, I don't know. I think if you're an ancient being that's several millions of years old, probably like Pharasma, you're probably going to be a little bit different than that. Well, maybe you can argue like, oh, that's just like maybe that's a small portion of her that she like uses to talk with mortals, because I mean she has to judge every mortal soul, all of them at the same time. So. Love it. Yeah. There's always struggles to portray them. Yeah, and like I said, I think it makes sense with Iomedes, because Iomedes is a pretty young god, but I think Pharasma would be probably significantly different than what we see. I really don't get like ancient millennial-old deity responsible for every soul in the entire universe out of her when she's like, I really Wallace, you've been quite evil. Yes, I think you would like being in the abyss. Like, what does Pharasma care if Arella would enjoy it there or not, right? Isn't that doesn't like that shouldn't matter to her. That shouldn't be part of the equation. Would Pharasma do that to me too? Like, well, Kiryu, I think you would enjoy it in heaven. I'm gonna send you to hell. Oh, yeah, something like what? What are you talking about? Makes no sense. Answer a plea from powerful entity and defeat the space-time continuum against imminent collapse. Use your unparalleled mythic powers to do battle with truly invincible opponents. Import your character from the main campaign just for the moment of the greatest triumph, the victory of the whirlwind. Oh god, I have to set my own difficulty again. That store is on. I think I had this thing on too, right? Oh no. Enemy stat adjustment, none. Damage party, number of enemies, standard, additional enemy behavior, off. Side effects heavy, and number retraining on. Crusade management, standard. Auto mode, only item experience, only skill user receives skill experience. I think you would enjoy the Femboy Cafe, so I'm sending you to the Mahjong Parlor for eternity. No! No! What about the Femboy Food House? Can I go there? And that's disappointment. Did not enjoy this one bit, and they had no idea what they were thinking. Okay, so I'm about to have an fun time, that's what you guys are saying. Go to all mythic paths at the same time. Ugh. We're going to the cap of the playthrough. Is the DLC really that bad? There's like 0.2% of people who will get all of it.
The architect of the world wound, Rilu Vorlesh, awaited the commander in the heart of Threshold. Their confrontation seemed imminent, but an unexpected obstacle appeared in the commander's path. Who would dare to postpone the inevitable?
An inevitable might dare to do that. Figure out what's going on. Matade? Quite confusing if you don't complete every single mythic path. Oh, okay.
The struggles never cease.
Oh, like I'm looking at myself. Gotcha.
Access detected. Verbal exchange initiated.
The mountain voice rings out across the dungeons of Threshold.
Request. If you can hear me, please proceed to the fortress entrance.
Try to pinpoint where the voice is coming from. Who is that speaking?
This world is under threat. Anomalies are destroying its integrity. The danger is critical. Assistance is required. Request. Please proceed to the fortress entrance.
What anomalies?
Anomalies anomalies are destroying the integrity of this world. All necessary information will be provided to you directly when we meet. Request, please proceed to the fortress entrance.
I'm on my way to fight Ariel. I don't have time to talk to you, whoever you are.
Request denied due to the severity of the current situation.
Fine, let's meet at the entrance to Threshold.
Request, please proceed to the fortress entrance.
So this is one of the primeval inevitables, whatever they're called.
Request, please proceed to the fortress entrance.
Touch. Why do I care about this?
I will resist.
Please proceed to the fortress entrance. Guys, remember to loot everything you come across. And also touch everything. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really enjoyed any of the DLCs for this game, except for I think the treasure islands or whatever.
Anomalies are destroying the integrity of this world.
Whatever the treasure islands thing was, that one was okay, I think, and I think Ulbrig is pretty good.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
But Ulbrig is pretty unobtrusive, and the islands were just like loot fest. They were just like go through, get a bunch of loot, like become happy, right? Like.
Prepare yourself.
Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. I think those Silver or Silith or whatever the dude's name is, I think those DLCs were like actually not great. You know, they're starting to get into the main campaign more than the standalone ones. I think the standalone ones would be better if they were... The standalone campaigns feel like they should have portrayed interesting parts of the world happening around the commander rather than its own adventure, right? Like I said before, what if that was like the Anivia campaign? Like, in that 6-month time span we were missing, what if that's what you play there? Like, you play Anivia during those months or something like that, right? Anivia and Irabeth and those people that are in Dresden still. Or what if they're like, could you play Queen Galfrey at some point, you know? It feels like there's a lot they could have done there. That wasn't just like a standalone, separate campaign. That
Excess detected. Verbal exchange has been initiated and will be recorded in my memory. I have been waiting for you. My name is Valmalos.
Valmalos, huh? Is this one of the inevitable gods dudes from Axis? Valmalos. Pathfinder. Yeah, primordial inevitable. Okay. Who are you, Valmalos?
A primordial inevitable. My second name is the Answering Right. I am the Guardian of Magic.
Is that it?
My task is to monitor instances of dangerous, experimental, unsanctioned magic, and to neutralize them if they pose a threat to the integrity of this world.
So we encountered a regular inevitable that was CR 30. So this guy should be about like CR 60, 70 or something then?
So here it is, the cause of so many failed experiments. No one can be allowed to stand in the way of science. I have always experimented, and I will continue to experiment, even if some esteemed golem considers my experiments unsanctioned.
The individual Nenio poses no threat to the world. The individual Nenio's experiments are harmless. The danger they pose to the world is minimal. The danger they pose to the individual Nenio is severe.
Nenio. Who are the primordial inevitables?
We are living machines. Super golems created to perform certain tasks. The primordial inevitables were the first among all inevitables. Eons designed us.
Eons.
Axiomites poured
Not
the metal
aeons?
for our bodies. Axis is the crucible from which we came. The material plane is the site of our vigil.
The Eons.
I have a question regarding your form. Why did your creators place your heart on the outside? Why are there scrolls flying around you? Don't they get tangled up in your legs when you walk? In my expert opinion, your construction leaves much to be desired.
My form is optimal for performing the tasks assigned to me.
Oh, probably not, but...
The powers of a primordial inevitable are comparable to those of a demigod.
I thought the thunder was unlocking. Well. You monitor the use of a dangerous magic capable of destroying the world. Where were you when Arel Warlish opened the world wound?
The world wound problem was promptly analyzed. Inevitable Emeslin was sent to eliminate it. The result was failure and loss of functionality. Axis thanks you for destroying Emeslin.
Most voices sanguine. It is impossible to tell if Emeslin's defeat and death troubled him at all.
Emeslin failed to fulfill his mission, and he is to blame for that. But you could have sent other inevitables to Threshold to deal with the problem. You both deserve censure.
The world wound problem is still to be resolved. Your arrival here is linked to the search for a solution to the world wound problem.
This DLC too, this also feels like what, you know, out of all the stuff they could have made a DLC for, why is this like a random ass side adventure happening at the very end of the game? I thought this would be like a post main game story or something, but Messin's death doesn't bother you at all.
Emotions were not factored into the construction of inevitables. The creators considered them superfluous.
I agree with your creators.
That's awful. Living without emotions, never feeling anything. Never being able to love, to want, to crave. I pity you, Balmalos.
Why is it saying their creators? Wasn't it just Brig or someone that made this, guys? Isn't it Brig or Monad or something? Primordial inevitable. Produced by Axiomites, okay. Oh, okay, so the Axiomites made them, that's interesting. So the Axiomites can create demigods? Yeah, they would also not found to be forced to play a specific class because they realized that players have mythic level 10 for one fight. Ah,